Hello! Have you ever thought that there has to be an easier way to marketing online? Well, I've got some strategies today that I want to share with you, and you are in the right place. So let's dive in. Let me just tell you a little bit about myself. Again, my name is Vanessa Silvera, and I've been an entrepreneur myself since about the year 2000, but my parents were also investors. They had everything from a restaurant to real estate developments. They always taught me to think outside the box. But I fell into the trap of thinking that if I did it all myself and I just worked harder and I put in the hours, that everything would just come easy. Well, over 20 years later now, fast forward, I'm so burnt out that I could barely function. I was overwhelmed, devoid of passion for my industry, and just broken. There had to be another way. So maybe you can relate. I have made countless mistakes, fell for all the marketing traps, spent hours on social media, spent thousands of dollars on ads that went nowhere. I cold texted, messaged hundreds of uninterested people. I was up late at night wondering how I was going to get my next deal, and I needed to find a better way. Until I discovered strategies that I'm going to show you today and that I wished I knew 20 years ago. So in the next 30 minutes, we're going to create a client-generating machine, attract your ideal client repeatedly, identify money-making tasks, and learn how to quickly build a warm market. Now, who is this presentation for? Well, it's for business owners that have a product or service, and they're struggling to find new quality leads. They're tired of wasting time with cold outreach. They're fed up on time-consuming organic strategies. They are exhausted from the hustle, and they want to focus on their passion, not on the tech-sided or the setup part of business. I'm going to discuss some myths here. First of all, that it takes decades to be a, quote, overnight success. Well, it doesn't take decades, it just takes knowing the right system and the right strategies. Myth number 2, that people won't buy from me unless I have a super fancy website, fancy business cards, high-tech equipment, tons of certifications and degrees, and expensive office space or retail space. Not true. People buy with somebody they know, like, and trust. And those 3 factors are more important than any of these. And I fell for these traps too. Myth number 3, that getting clients is easy. It's not easy. And even with these strategies, it does take work, but at least there's productive results when you do it the right way and there's a system. So it's not like just throwing paint at the wall and seeing what sticks and trying every new fad and trying to find something that works. If you have a strategy and a proven strategy that works, that makes all the difference. So let's make it easier. So here's how it works. So you put in an ad into social media like Facebook or Instagram, which goes to a funnel, which a funnel is basically a series of landing pages, and it builds the list so that you can retarget and nurture these people into warm leads so they know, like, and trust you, and they want to buy a product from you. They're not a cold audience that you're trying to sell, because that gets exhausting. So here are some secrets that I want to share with you. So first, you can grow your email list. If you develop just 2 or 3 lead magnets, something that has value, something that people really want, and gives them some information, and that you create copy or the wording that's perfectly aligned with your ideal client so that you're targeting the client that you want to work with. So the secret, number 2, is to build your fabulous freebie funnel, which is something that you're giving of value, and that it funnels them down through either book a call or sell your product directly. Not your website though. Funnel is a little different. But it lets lead grab your value packed freebie and book a call to learn more, for example. Again, if they like, know, and trust you, that's when the sales happen. So an example of a funnel would be the Facebook or Instagram ad that goes to an opt-in page, that goes to a booking page, that goes to a sales call. So secret number 3, advertise like a boss. If you run multiple ad sets and ads and you see what's working and what's not, and you optimize after testing the different ads, you continuously retarget so they see you again, they get to know your face and they get to know you, and that's where the know, like, and trust factor comes in. And then you automate it so you're booking calls while you sleep. Again, not easy, and it does take some work to set up and get going, but once you have a system in place, that's when things really work. Phew. All right, are you still with me? So, our team, what they do is, first of all, they do a full digital asset audit, see what you have right now and what's working, and if some parts of it are working, that's great. You have a great website that you like, you have a Facebook business page that you like, that's an amazing start. Then we do an audience research to see who is buying your product or service. If you get the right copywriting and messaging, the right funnel design and structure, a stacked campaign setup, install tracking capabilities so that you can retarget the same people and build the warm part of the warm audience, establish a strong baseline, continuously optimize the ads to see what is working and what isn't, and ultimately you get more sales from more clients, and it's more efficient. But old habits die hard, and we know that networking works. We know that doing a lot of videos work. We know that, posting multiple times a day works, but it's exhausting. I mean, come on, there's only 24 hours in a day, and it's exhausting. I've been there. So a key mind shift change that helped me is understanding that marketing is an investment, not an expense. That's huge. So doing it yourself burn you out, and costs more time and money in the end, and leaves less of you to actually offer your product or service. What are you passionate about? Why did you start this business in the beginning? You didn't start it in the beginning to be busy with busy work or to be, worried about where the next client is coming from. That's not why you started a business. So you have a choice. You can struggle with your do-it-yourself methods, or you can bypass the learning curve and get proven strategies that it took me literally decades to figure out. So I always liked the saying, in the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take. There's chances to everything. There's nothing guaranteed. But if you don't take the chance and take the leap, who knows what's on the other side? Businesses expand and grow and go on to their next level and become successful because there are people behind those businesses that take chances and understand that having a team in place and a system in place is the true way to take your business to the next level. So here's how I can help. I've set aside some time to discuss how we can apply these strategies to your particular business, because every business is unique. We can do a free consultation, totally no pressure, and just to see if we're a good fit. If I'm a good fit for you, if you're a good fit for our team. We only take a few clients a month though. We are a boutique agency, so that we can give our clients full attention. We're not a huge, super large company that passes it down to less unexperienced people. We give our clients our full attention and don't take on more than we can handle. So, how it would benefit your business. So we specialize in small and medium-sized businesses, from coaches to professionals to e-commerce. We have proven strategies and a proprietary onboarding strategy that dives deep to let us know what your unique challenges are and who your specific ideal client is. We do the heavy lifting so that you can get more clients and focus on what you really want to focus on. So if we can't help you, here's when we can't help you. If you don't have something to sell, a product or a service, if you don't trust the process, if you think of marketing as just another expense, if you're looking for a quick fix, if you don't have any funds to invest in your business, and if you're looking for just cookie cutter inexpensive templates, then it's not a good fit. So just think for a minute. What would you do if your business was at the level that you wanted and it was on autopilot, so you had both time and money? What would you do? Would you travel? Would you do more self-care? Would you spend more time with your family? It's okay to think for a minute what that would look like. So let me help you get there. Book a free, no-pressure strategy call today. And Vanessa Silvera, Digital Design and Marketing, can take your business to the next level. Thank you for listening today.